I wish travel therapy was covered by my insurance. Anonymous.
I'm saying the right song.
Bow! Are you?
Yes, I am. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Sis N Giggles. I am your co-host, Kecia, and
I am Karen.
And today we're talking about travel hacks, travel experiences, fun
travel stories, all that
jazz.
I love to travel, so this is right up my alley. But before we take you there, what are we eating?
Well,
what did you eat?
I ate a strawberry shortcake.
Somebody was hungry.
Because, I mean, hey, I was hungry. So it's basically like a vanilla pound cake with fresh whipped cream and then strawberries. Very simple, very sweet. Well, not sweet, very light.
It's subtly
simple,
sweet.
Yeah, it's not too much. Like Karen said, strawberries and whipped cream is spicy.
Meow.
But... Anyways, let's get into the tea.
So, where should we start?
I don't know.
Should we start with some stories?
Yeah.
You have any fun travel stories? You have a traumatic travel story.
Why we gotta start there? Why is that like the starting point?
Because it was the most recent foolishness when it comes to travel. Is it not?
Put your mic in front of you, please. Anyway,
is this good enough?
Yes. Yeah, so what you're referring to is my sister's birthday trip to Tulum 2 years ago.
Has it been 2 years?
It was 2 years. No, a year.
I was going to say, time is really flying if it's been 2 years.
It was a year because I still have the scars. Long story short, I've been on vacations before when I went horseback riding. I'm not an avid horseback rider because it hurts my ass, right? It hurts. But we went horseback riding. It was like zip line, rock climbing, horseback riding, and the last thing was the horseback riding. And we were making our way back. And if you ever been horseback riding in a foreign country, you do know that sometimes it is not on the most paved roads. You are on rocks or mountains or on the beach. In this case, we were on a rock road. And the fucking horse took off. I don't know what happened. The little guy that was leading the horse was next to me. And then I seen him running and then I ain't see his ass at all. And I was like, I got to get off of this horse because it is not slowing down. And I do know from the times that I was on a horse, if you like pull the reins, it will stand up. And I did not want the horse to stand up and fall back on me. So I slowly like took my feet out of the stirrups and tipped over. And now I have like, I still have like road rash on my shoulder, like on my right side. Like I landed on my right side. So like, shoulder first and then I hit my head, so like you can actually feel like in my skull like
really?
A dent.
Let me touch it. Oh, dent head.
Oh, you! Like you can literally feel like a dent in my head from where I fell, and they had to take me to the hospital. I had to go to the Mexican hospital. I do not wish that on anybody, but I had to go to the Mexican hospital. It was rough, bitch. It was. I just remember I lost consciousness for like 5 seconds and then I popped up. And
I'm glad Crystal was with you.
Crystal was there. You know what I said when I first woke up? I was like, oh, I lost the nail.
Ma'am, you got kicked in the head.
I didn't get kicked in the head. I fell off a horse.
I know, but still.
And then, and then my sister's a doctor, for you guys who don't know. So it was me in front, and then our friend Latasha, and then my sister's friend Latasha. And Tasha told Crystal, damn, that horse really took off. And she was like, well, who's on it? She was like, Kecia. So all they seen was the horse flying and me on the horse, and Crystal started having a panic attack. And then when I hit the ground, They didn't know where the blood was coming from, but then they seen I had a gash on my head. And then, like, they were like, we need something to, like, wrap up the bandage. Because Crystal went into doctor mode, like, stat! I need it! And they had nothing in the emergency kit. They had Band-Aids. Like, what are we going to do with Band-Aids?
That's not an emergency kit.
Right, that's not. So, our friend Latasha took off her shirt and, like, gave it to Crystal, like, put it on my head. Because they didn't know what was going on at that point. Yeah. They just knew put pressure on it. And Crystal's like, well, what's your name? Where are you? I was like, I know my name. She's like, what is it?
Right. Like, if you know it, tell me.
So they took me to the hospital. I had to get stitches. And then, like, in the car, like, in the ride there, I just broke down and started crying. I was like, I'm a bad mom.
Girl, what?
I was like, I shouldn't have got on the horse. I'm a bad mom. What if something would have happened to me?
Oh,
my daughter was just 2. And I was like, what if something would have happened to me? I'm being selfish and want to have a good time. And I'm falling off the horse. So they had to do, like, x-rays. They gave me stitches. This is my first time. I was 32 and I stitches for the first time.
I've never gotten
33.
stitches.
Yeah,
Besides
stitches.
when I got my wisdom teeth out.
Yeah, that don't count.
Yeah.
So I got stitches, and then my sister was in there with the doctor, and she was like, make sure that you check all in her hair to make sure that, you know, she doesn't need more stitches. And good thing she was there because I needed stitches inside of my scalp too. So I had stitches inside, stitches outside. By the time I left, I had a black eye. And the next day, thank God, we were leaving. I think we spent like 4 or 6 hours in the hospital. And then they gave me my prescription. The people were there because, of course, they didn't want us to, like, sue. But I think I can't sue. I signed a waiver, right?
Yeah.
And then I went to the hotel room, the Airbnb, and I just sat there and took medicine with a big black eye because I had to put, like, keep it cold. And I had a knot. That stopped at the top, and then, like, the blood just started, like, you know how blood pools, and it just was like a black eye, and then, like, half of my face was black. So it was terrible. It took a long time for that black eye to go away.
Damn.
Like, you remember, like, Super Bowl came, and I still had a black eye, and I was, like, wearing makeup, and I was like, I don't know, nobody think this nigga been beating on me.
Right.
And then I had, like, my braids in. I had to take my braids out. My hair came out from the spot. You know, I ain't really got that many edges. Like, the hair came out, and I was just like, oh my God. It was awful. To this day, I get nervous around horses. I will never get on another horse. I know they say if you get knocked off, get back on. Have you ever gotten knocked off? Okay.
I fell off a horse when I was little. But it was not like you. I didn't, like, go to the hospital and stuff.
Yeah, that was traumatic for me. And I was like, oh, at least I didn't crack my teeth. That's a big thing for me.
No, yeah.
Like,
ooh, girl.
Right.
Ooh, you would have been toe
I
up.
would toe up, and Brian would be like, you see, you fucking going on this shit. Now look at you.
He would have came up with a nickname for you.
Like, Snagger-tooth.
All right. Come in, my little Snagger-tooth.
I gotta get that fixed. But that was the most traumatic thing recently that happened to me. I remember we went to Mexico. Is always a bad place for me, right? Because remember we went to Mexico and I jumped off that cliff.
Well, I wasn't with y'all, but
no, okay.
That was with you, Josh, Jordana, Hillary.
One of our friends, Hillary. It was her birthday. We went to Mexico. My first time out of the country, and I thought I could.
That was
swim.
your first time.
That
out
was my first time out of the country because I got a passport. I thought I can swim. Wrong. We went to what is that? A cave? What do they call it? A cenote. Went to a cenote, and my dumb ass not knowing that it's literally water in the cave, so it's freezing cold because it does not see the sunlight, and I am anemic. And I was like, I'm gonna be big and bold. I don't know when I'm coming back to Mexico. It's Mexico. Me and Hillary went to the top of the cliff to jump for her birthday. I look back, she was still on the cliff, and my dumb ass jumped in the water.
That sounds like Hillary.
I hit that water, honey.
Panic attack.
Panic instant. I was like, it is f***ing cold. And I was swimming to the top like,
where's the top?
I'm never going to get to the top. And then when I got to the top, Jordana was a volunteer. So Jordana was a volunteer lifeguard, so she knew how to swim.
Jordana was a volunteer
Jordana
lifeguard.
swims like a guppy. That girl can swim. Josh,
I knew she could swim, but I didn't know she was a volunteer lifeguard.
I wouldn't trust her with my life, but yeah. Josh, he knows how to swim really good. And like I said, I thought I knew how to swim good until that cold water hit my ass. And then only thing in my mind that I can do, because I was so cool, was doggy pedal and like try to keep my warmth. And they had a little kid in front of me. Well, they had an adult in front of me, and it was a little kid in front of me. And he was looking, and I was like, "Get out of my way!" And I like pushed the little boy out the way, like, "Move, bitch." And when the first person I seen with a life jacket, I grabbed onto their life jacket, and I was like, "Bring me to the side." Not bring me to the side. I had the people swim me to the side. I got the fuck out of that water.
Dang.
The next day, they want to go do the zip line, jump into the water. It's like, "Oh no, Kecia, come on, this water's not that cold." Fuck y'all.
Damn.
And that time, Hillary won't go. With her life jacket on. Hillary, I'm calling you out. But yeah.
Dang. Well, wow.
So those are my
I'm glad you're here with us.
I know, right?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Oh, Mama told me that's what your ass get from doing what them white people doing.
Dang.
Goddamn. All right.
Your mama funny. Okay, so from one of my, which honestly most of my travel experiences, like nothing really bad has happened except for when we went to Cuba because they lost my bags.
Yeah, and they did lose your bags. I forgot about that.
My bags, I forgot where my bags went, but it made it to Miami because, you know, you stop in one of the, what they call them, entry points or whatever. So flew from New Orleans to Miami and then Miami to Cuba. My bags never made it from Miami to Cuba. They went from Miami to somewhere else. But we're in Cuba, y'all. So, like, think about it. The internet don't really work, at least not everywhere. You have to go to, at this time, you had to go to a park and get like a card to purchase time on the internet. So it wasn't just like you could freely like get online and talk.
That shit was crazy. I was like,
everybody's standing around in a park, like literally using their phones and internet. But yeah, so get to Cuba. I waited like hour and a half for my bags, and at this point everybody else's bags had come. The plane had come, left, refueled, did everything it needed to do. I still ain't got no bags, y'all. We in Cuba for what, 6 days, 7 days?
Yeah, a good long time.
I didn't bring nothing. I'm talking about I didn't, and this was a learning lesson to me. But I'm like, carry-on. Yeah, or not even a carry-on, but bring like a little something in your bag just in case. Because it's like I ain't had no drawers, I ain't had no clothes, I didn't have anything. So luckily one of the girls on the trip with us, she was my size and she let me borrow her things. But yeah, losing my bags was rough. Like in Cuba.
I'm glad it was you because none of them, right? I'd have been assed out.
And I didn't, what it took like 3-4 days?
Yeah, you didn't
like it was like
in the middle of the trip.
Yeah, half of my trip was gone. And I was just wearing somebody else's clothes. Like I said, I'm thankful that I had somebody the same size as me. Or 2 people, really. Kecia, too.
All of them was the same size?
No, well, Kecia and Felicia.
Kecia and Felicia,
yeah. So I borrowed, like, their clothes and stuff. But that was a horror story for me.
I remember, like, the very first college trip that I went on, like, to Panama, right? Young and dumb. I got my first credit card. $300, bitch. I'm thinking I'm about to light it up. They kept approving my card. So I didn't think that I was like, damn, this $300 is stretching. I went jet skiing, parasailing. I ate.
For $300? You should have known.
Girl, that ruined my credit so bad. It took me a long time to get out of that shit. Yeah, I think I spent well over $300.
Yeah. Damn.
That was funny though. I had fun. Time of my life.
Good. Funny stories. Do you have any like funny travel stories or any like Sneaky link travel stories. I went on a sneaky link travel story with you.
Let me tell about this and stuff.
I said I went on one.
Oh yeah,
you just happened to be.
I just happened to be there, enjoying the benefits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You want to tell us about that, or
should I?
You can be very broad about it.
Yeah. So I was talking to this young man, and he was like, "Oh, it's my birthday this weekend. Like, meet me in Atlanta." Terrible decision, y'all. Never meet a man in Atlanta.
Random man in Atlanta.
Oh my God. Never meet a man in Atlanta. Unless y'all just like, which it was just a fun thing. So I was kind of like, whatever. But
I mean, I had fun.
Yeah. So, right. I bet you did. Reaping all the benefits. Just using me, huh?
I mean, hey.
I use
you asked me to come, damn it.
And I use you
exactly
too on trips. But yeah, so that was a fun trip. That was a wild trip, I feel like. Because it was only like, what, 2.5 days? 2.5
days. It was short.
But I feel like we didn't sleep.
Nah, I was fucking tired.
Hardly, yeah.
I was fucking tired. I remember looking back on it, we went on a lot of trips together. We should have met a long time ago.
But that's also why we probably didn't meet a long time ago, because God was like, I can't put these two together.
So good.
They got to be more mature.
Let me say, I've been on trips with you where we've met people and it's like, I think they're trying to have a threesome with me. Like, what is happening? This is a little weird. Like, no. And I've been on trips when you be like, Kecia, go make the walk around the pool too. Somebody's section. I'm like, girl, I'll be using
that ass, Kecia. No, go make a lap around the pool. Look.
We got in though.
I was about to tell you, but has it ever failed?
Look, I'm a mother now.
You still got that ass.
Look, back then. Anyway, continue. What's next?
Man, on trips, I feel like, to your point, a lot of foreign men always try to wife me. Remember we went to Aruba?
You was like kidnapped. And Aruba. That man was on your ass.
I went on a whole date
with
this man from Aruba while I was there. He was one of the, like, we went to some kind of water.
Snorkeling. Yeah. Is it the way they put the helmet
on you? We went walking in, like, what was it, shipwreck or something? Whatever it was. But yeah, so this young man was like, oh my God, like, you're so beautiful. I got money. Like, this is my business. I have other businesses. I think probably was lying. He probably was. But yeah, I was like, all right, cool. I'll go out on a date.
And not us bucking you up. Girl, go out with that man.
But listen, I had them with me, y'all, in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wouldn't let you go by yourself.
I wasn't going without y'all either. So yeah, for my date, my friends were at a different table while I talked to this little Arubian man. What do they call people from Aruba?
Arubian? I don't know.
But y'all, they had a whole different price for the like, which that's standard. But it was like when he ordered the food, it cost a whole different price.
I heard about that, like as far as club, not like.
No, they literally had like a menu for the locals.
Oh,
not for men,
locals.
Yeah, but for the locals.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably was stupid tourists.
Yeah. Do y'all, I guess, when you go on a vacation, Kecia, you know, I use you, but do y'all have like any friends that you travel with that you like, you know, when you travel with them, you're going to use them as like bait?
I'm going to use this as bait.
Because Keisha's one of those friends for me. I'm just like, well, Kecia, do your thing. Walk right on by that. But it works every time.
Let me tell you.
Like magic. It's just walk past that section, Kecia.
Somebody's bound to like
somebody
something.
Gonna stop you. Whoa, what they say in Dominican Republic? Are you a model?
Girl.
A basketball
they didn't know
player?
What it is. Basketball player. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you heard of or had like any friend groups where they would only travel with people that looked a certain way? You have?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I don't think it's like outwardly said, but it's kind of like a known fact. Like you have some people that you can go anywhere with. Like, it's just a comfortable trip. We're not really going to do too much. But if you know you're going somewhere to like party and like turn up and do all the rest of the stuff, let's just be real. When we go certain places, it's like you have to look a certain way to get in places, really. That's what it is. Don't make it seem like you making me seem like a bad person.
I'm not.
But it's like, I mean, honestly though, like it's not a spoken rule, but it's like when you're thinking about like going somewhere, like you know already in your mind what group of friends you could take with you.
So more so now, I don't really think that's like a thing.
Really?
Like at this more so, at least for like me and my friend group, maybe.
I mean, but you have to look within your friend group. All of your friends probably look a certain way, so you don't have to deal with that.
No, not all of them.
What you talking about, Joe? Stop. Oh my God, I'm being messy.
You are.
I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Yes, you will.
But like when you were like in your 25s, 26, something like that.
I was gonna say 30, early like, college, or like right Miami after
for the weekend.
Yes.
You're not gonna bring Ugly Betty with you?
Yes, I remember the first time I went to Miami. Literally, like this girl I had talked to, she straight up was like, "Don't go with any of your like friends that don't look a certain way." I'm like, "What you mean?" She was like, "Because they will literally let you in the club, but not your friend."
Yeah.
And I've heard stories of girls that go to Miami and come back and they're not friends anymore because it be a situation like, oh, we were trying to go to the club and a bouncer said like me and this person could come in, but the other person couldn't come in. And depending on how they handled that situation, some of them did not come back friends. So I had people like warning me like, oh, if you going to Miami, only go with girls that look a certain way. Or either like I know some promoters in Miami. I'll be like, oh, like I'm in Miami. Like, can we get on the list tonight?
Let me see who you with.
Send me pictures of every girl you with. She can't get in. What? What do you want me to tell this girl? They like straight up will be like, she can't get in. Y'all three can get in. She can't get in. What?
I feel like we had a situation like that before.
Did we?
Yeah. We was in Miami.
Wait, when we went to Miami?
We went to Miami.
Oh, we did go to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Who?
I am not going. Anyways, continue.
Oh, I don't remember.
I remember because I had that Barbie girl ponytail in my head.
I remember that ponytail.
I was like, this ponytail hurts. And I took it out the next day. But yeah, we went to the club.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Who was it?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I'm just curious to know, like, is that everybody's experience? Like, has there been a moment where it's like you can get in but your friend can't, or like you can't get in but your friends can, you know, like damn.
My first time to Miami was an eye-opening experience. I was young and I think I was like, girl. I think it was like 09 or something like that. So I was like young and in college. I had just cut my hair off, so I had this stupid little bob. And I don't know what my fashion sense was back then, but it was my sister. She was working at BB in the mall. And then this girl named Ashley. And Ashley was short, light skinned, but she had the fattest ass that you ever seen. Like, but it was all natural. Yeah. Like, she was fine. Like, goddamn. Then it had this other girl. She was with us, and she was like skinny. She had like a little abs going on, and then it was me. And I was kind of like the thicker one. I was like the big girl. I was in Miami. I seen a hole with a 6-pack that I ain't like. The definition of the 6-pack was ridiculous. We went out to a club. Everybody was like dressed to the night. I'm like, did I not get the memo of what I'm supposed to be wearing or what? Because I was cute, but I wasn't like Miami.
I'm about to say, friend, what were you wearing?
I was cute.
You went to the club with a blazer?
I did not go to the club with a blazer. No.
I would be in the club with a blazer, okay?
That was an era, okay? With the blazer and the belts. And go to the club at 9, at church at 12. Look, okay. But, yeah, when I went there, everybody in Miami was fine. I was in two-piece body ready at that point, and I was like, it really hurt my self-esteem because I was like, everybody is fine. Everybody can wear a two-piece. Everybody has long flowing hair. Everybody has, like, it was a persona. Like, everybody has money. But now I know, like, random cause. We went to a club, and we were standing next to somebody. I was like, oh, my God, he's the tallest Shaq. And I was like, that is Shaq. Like, yeah, it was the last day. I was just like, I'm over it. I'm ready to go home. So when I went back, and I was like, I got to get my life together because I can't have you know me like that. Like, Miami... Yeah.
Miami, baby, Miami will do some things to you and your friendships. You got to be safe in Miami.
I think the next time I went to Miami, they had a fight in the middle of the street. Somebody was like, you bald headed, that's why you got a lace front on. I was like, what's a lace front? Because I didn't know what a lace front was. I was like, what's that? Girl, yeah. Miami's ghetto.
Yeah.
It's a little ghetto.
It definitely is. When you travel, do you like post where you are? Do you like people in your business?
I used to. But then over the years, I don't really do as much social media. My last trip, I waited until I got back home and like I posted like a collage of pictures that I took. But then I took it down. Yeah. So it's like, you don't need to know everything I do.
Yeah. I mean, now, like, living as this influencer, I do post. I usually don't post, like, real time, though. Yeah. So, like, I might post that I'm in a city or in a country, but I'm not going to post exactly where I am or exactly when I'm there.
Yeah. And they tell you not to do that because it's like, if somebody posted in real time that they're somewhere, then I'm like, oh, they ain't home. Let me go rob their place.
Right. That too. Yeah, that too. But, I be looking cute on vacation. So I do be liking to post like, I got my braids in.
You can always tell a black girl going on vacation in the airport. She got braids.
Black girl and
Every
her
black
braids.
girl in the airport
Black
with
girl
braids.
and her braids.
She going on a trip.
Oh, man. So, any other, like, travel stories or just, like...
Yes, be mindful who you travel with. If you have to hound them to pay their portion of the trip, they ain't gonna have money when they get on the trip. Like,
well, we gonna get to like tips and
okay,
but like any other stories or just moments.
I feel like there's a lot of shit that has had happen, and I just can't remember it all.
You can't remember.
I can't remember it all.
That's how vacation's supposed to be, though.
Oh, I do remember when we was in Aruba. I don't know what I was doing, but I was like drinking Long Island's back to back to back, laying on a beach, hot ass beach, drinking Long Island's. And when I got up, literally our hotel was across the street from the beach.
Yeah.
I had to get up and throw up on the side of the road.
I feel like I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, what has happened to me? And I don't usually throw up. And I was like, what is going on? But
living your life.
Girl, till it's golden.
Aruba was funny. You remember when we was in the room?
And I was like, idiot. Yes. I was like, I told you it's going to waste.
Man.
That's another story for another day. I told Karen not to do something because she was laying in the bed. I was like, Karen, don't do that. Don't do that. And she did it. And I was like, I literally was in a coma at this point. And I like popped up.
She literally rose from the bed. I was like, what?
Idiot, I told you not to do that. And I kind of like collapsed back. It was like a transfer.
What kind of exorcism? Like,
I was like, oh my God, you don't listen. Yes.
Pass back out. Now you dead again.
Yeah, man.
So what are some travel tips, suggestions, or hacks that you have?
Like I said before, know who you're going with financially, because I've been on a trip where before we even got there, it was broke. I was like, we ain't even get there yet.
Damn.
I'm not paying
At
for you.
least after the first day.
I'm not paying for you. You're a grown ass person and you made a decision to come on a trip. You better stay in that room.
Yeah.
You ain't about to ruin my trip.
Yeah.
I can see if you like lost your card.
Yeah.
Then, whatever.
Yeah.
But you intentionally
just came broke.
Your broke ass gonna stay in this room.
Yeah. Brokety broke.
Brokety broke.
You gotta know your limits.
Yeah. You ain't about to ruin this for me. Okay.
Have you ever experienced, like, if you're in the airport or something, or anywhere, it don't have to be in the airport, but somebody not wearing the appropriate clothing? Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I travel. When I travel, I try not to wear jeans because I'm just sitting down and it's uncomfortable. So I wear like sweats or something. I'm always cold, so I make sure I have a jacket on. And tennis shoes. I have pre-check, so I ain't got to take my shoes off.
Yeah.
But they have people that go with titties hanging out.
Anything.
Ass hanging out. Like I seen, oh my God, I was coming back from Mexico, they had 2 girls in bathrobes. Like, what are you doing? So yeah, it was like satin, silk, with a lace front and a baby hairs, and they had on full pajamas. Like, did you not wake up in time to make your flight, or was this a planned thing? Like, and then you have to think about airports are dirty.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross. And that means you're gonna sit your raw ass on.
And y'all know it's cold on them flights. Where your clothes at? Coochie on the seat. What are you doing, ma'am?
That's just gross.
That is.
I mean, now they have like enforced dress codes.
Yeah.
And that's sad that they have to enforce a dress code for adults.
Nobody
wants to see that.
Yeah.
But okay, good.
Musty when you travel. Like, please clean yourselves.
Wash your ass.
You're going to be around people. You're going to be in tight vicinities of people. Like, I get it if you're a little musty because you went on like an all-day beach trip and y'all been out in the sun all day. But
you waking up musty?
That's what I'm saying. If you waking up and I'm like, what's that smell?
Oh my God. Okay, so this didn't bother me, but we went on a trip together. And usually we'll do like, if it's 2 beds, first of all, I gotta really, really know you. But if it's 2 beds, then okay, I might sleep in the bed with you, but I prefer to be by myself. Mm-hmm. Karen slept on the sofa. That will not sleep with anybody. And I was like, what? So I had a whole bed for myself. Whatever. I didn't take no offense to it, but we went somewhere with Jordana. Know the people that you're traveling with. Jordana, I love you. They're sleeping naked. I said, I love her. I love her so much. It is such a Jordana thing to do.
It is.
I was like, no, come over this line.
I can see Jordana. I'm sleeping in my birthday suit.
Girl, sit your ass out. I love her so much. But I was like, whatever. Yeah.
Man, that's funny. Yeah. Jordana said, you're going to get these yams today, okay?
Karen was like, I'm going to be on the couch. Karen had a hoodie on the couch. I was like, all right.
I have a thing, like, I don't really like sleeping with people.
Yeah, I know.
Unless, like, you like my man or my boo or something, like, I don't really want to sleep with you.
Yeah, I don't like sleeping with people.
I have a few friends that have, like, forced slept in the bed with me because, like, they'll be like, girl, move over. Like, they just, but I'll be like, I prefer not to sleep in the same. Yeah, that's just a me thing, though.
It's only, like, I don't like sleeping. I don't know. People fart in their sleep, man. That'll piss me off.
Oh, your head under the cover.
I will be pissed off. I will wake you up. Get the fuck out.
Man. What about, one of the things I hate with traveling is when people like stand up when a plane lands.
We ain't going nowhere.
Where are you going? Like, seriously, where are you going?
Maybe they're going to get up to stretch their legs, right? Let's just say that. They're getting up to stretch their legs.
But it'd be even on like super short flights, like a Houston flight that's like an hour.
But the thing is, like, people are going to still let you out order, like,
right,
in the number, in order.
Right.
Like, you can't just skip the line because people are going to still stand, I don't know. Or like when they call your boarding class, and people are like, well, what number are you? I'm between 30 and 60. Just get in line. We all gonna get it at the same time. I don't know. That just bothers me. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I just stand up.
I be wanting my number.
number.
It don't have to be the exact number, but like if I'm number one, I'm not about to stand on 60. Like
no, and you go be number one.
Yeah,
but I might be number one too, and I might be 60. I'm standing as long as it's scan.
Well, like if it's a Southwest flight.
Yeah, I usually always travel Southwest.
Yeah, I like Southwest. Hey,
like
Southwest.
Sponsor
us a trip. Hello.
But yeah. I'm gonna just stand up and.
Are you one of those people that like lay back in your airplane seat?
That bothers me.
Yeah.
Like I'm already tall.
I mean, when it's like obviously a super long, like it's like some 6-8 hour flight, something like that, where it's like planes meant for you to lay back, that's fine. But like when you be on those 1, 2, 3 hour flights and you laid back the whole time, like way into somebody else's lap, like think about them a little bit.
Some people don't get.
Or at least acknowledge it. Like if you got something where you're like, I have to stretch out, I'm so sorry. But like some people do the most.
That or they put their hair over the seat or like their feet. Oh my God. Like I tried to get an emergency exit out because I'm so tall.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no.
Do you take your shoes off?
No.
I take my shoes off. I put socks on though.
Okay.
Like if it's a long flight, like say I'm going to LA or something, like 3.5 hour flight.
Do your shoes hurt? Why you take your shoes off?
Like to be comfortable. Sometimes, depending on the shoe.
Yeah, I don't take my shoes
Like
off.
I have some shoes that are more comfortable than others.
I don't take my shoes off. I refuse to use the lavatory unless I absolutely have to. I'm gonna push it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't.
Like I'll bring, say I have on sandals too because I get cold. I'm going to take them sandals off and I'm going to put socks on.
Yeah. Then don't wear sandals.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm going somewhere hot where I'm wearing sandals.
You don't change before? I say I have airport clothes and I have when I'm there clothes. Like my airport clothes, as soon as I get to where I'm going, I'm taking a shower. And I'm putting on my regular clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just my airport.
I mean, I do have airport clothes, but still.
I have to have socks on.
It depend on how I'm packing too, because sometimes I don't have room for all the extra.
I always
shoes.
extra pack. I always end up bringing 3 outfits for one day, only wearing one.
Man, but I will if it's a long flight. If it's short, like an hour, no, I'm not taking my shoes off. But if I'm on that plane for 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, like when I went to Dubai, these shoes coming off. I'm not about to be in these shoes for a 12-hour flight.
Yeah. In the States flight, my top max is 4 hours. I can't do past 4 hours.
Yeah.
I'm crazy. I can't do 4 hours. I hate going to Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
That's what I'm saying. Those flights, like they are long. But yeah, so also to go in a different direction, recently there was a ruling about airlines from the Department of Transportation. Did you hear about that?
No.
Okay, so now it's auto refunds for delayed baggage.
I pay for it.
So, right, me too. I wish they would have had that in
How
Cuba.
long? Because in NOLA, New Orleans.
So it's 12 hours
Okay.
for domestic travel. So if your bag is delayed for 12 hours or more, you get an automatic refund. It's 15 to 30 hours for international.
Okay.
Still better than nothing.
Yeah.
And I still could have used that when I was in Cuba because that would have been great. I had to fight those people tooth and nail for just like a credit. I was so mad because I'm like, I didn't have clothes for half the trip.
Yeah.
If you have a canceled or significantly changed itinerary, then you can also get a refund for that too.
Yeah.
So if they have like a departure or arrival time that's over 3 hours from your original flight for domestic travel, or 6 hours for international flights. So if they change your travel time by 3 hours or the 6 hours for international, you would get an automatic refund, which I also think is great. If they increase your number of connections, so like if they have to put you on a different travel path that increases, like, oh, you have an extra connection in Philly, automatic refund.
Run me my coin.
Hello. And if you have a downgrade to a lower class, so you know how sometimes, I don't know if you've ever seen anyone who like buys like a first class or a business class seat, but they don't actually have the room on the plane, so they have to get in economy. I remember one flight I was on, this man was cutting up, baby, because he had to be downgraded. He was upset. But that is now also an automatic refund.
I have rode first class one time. And the one time I rode first class, Kofi was on my flight.
Ooh.
And I was like, that bitch in first class. But he was just not getting started.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, can I take a picture? Mind you, looking hit like a magnolia brick.
Ah!
I took a picture. I tried my best to. That's when editing pictures was like. I tried my best to like blur out the black
couldn't
line.
even.
I look crazy. I still posted that.
Dang.
He was fine though.
He is. Hey, Kofi.
I was like, before the plane took off, can I get some champagne?
Ah!
Nowhere.
Champagne. I've never flown first class.
It's just bigger seats.
Yeah.
Free alcohol.
I would love that.
I know, right?
I did not economy. That's regular. I did, what was it, like business or something. I upgraded my flight on the way back from Dubai, because when I went to Dubai, I did economy, y'all, and I said I cannot.
Yeah.
I cannot.
I would want my individual.
Listen, so I swiped that credit card on the way back. I said, how much is it to upgrade? Because I cannot do this again. That flight was so long.
Yeah, if it's like 2 hours. I mean, I feel like my travel has dwindled since becoming a mother and a business owner and COVID and just life in general. But when I book a ticket, I'm looking at Southwest. What's the one? The one all the way to the right. Want to get away? The cheapest flight.
What? Oh, yeah.
Give me that cheap flight. We all get there together.
Hello? Yeah. And then Southwest, they don't really have
don't.
Yeah, so it don't matter. Yeah, and just some general like tips to close us out. Don't book your flight on a weekend. They say booking your flight on weekdays is typically cheaper.
Usually a Wednesday or Thursday.
They also say traveling on like certain days is cheaper than other days. Like for some reason, I think they said like Saturdays are typically a cheaper day to like fly out somewhere.
Yeah, because people usually fly out on a Friday.
Yeah. So that's a trip for you. Book when you're in like a hidden browser or private browser mode. So you know how you can change your settings.
Like incognito?
Yeah.
What does that do?
They say like the server can't remember like your IP address because like something is built in to where when you search for flights, like, have you ever noticed you search for a flight and then like you search for it again like the next day and it's even higher?
Yes.
But then somebody else may be able to look it up and see the older price. That's how like they say like search for your flights on like the hidden private mode.
I did not know that, but I will do that because it's a scam.
It is. It all be a scam.
And then it's like, so I was on Hopper. I don't know if you guys know what Hopper is. It's the app that you can get on to like search the prices of air flights. And I bought a ticket to like Mexico and it was like $500. And the same people leaving out on the same flight, it was like $300. I was like, what the f-?
Right.
And it's like the closer it gets, sometimes it gets cheaper. I'm like,
yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. They also say that you should track your flights even after you book them because if the price drops, then you get a travel credit.
I will do that.
I was gonna say
like,
I haven't done that, but shout out to Club Jet Lag. They are the group who managed the Dubai trip that I hosted, and she posted on like her Club Jet Lag like travel page. She posted that you should like go back to get a travel credit because she was like, I booked a flight somewhere and she's like, I went back 2 weeks later or something like that, or 2 days later, and she's like, I looked and it was a different price, so I contacted the airline and she's like, boop, I got a $200 like flight credit from it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so y'all better start doing that. I'm gonna start doing that.
Look,
I need to start doing that. So yeah, let us know, guys, in the comments. What are your travel stories? The funny ones, the nightmares. How do you know who you can travel with?
Or can't travel with?
Because, baby, you can't. Everybody can't go.
No, everybody can't go. Everybody in the group chat can't go to the group trip.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments just what your travel stories are. Also, let us know if you have anything that triggers you, anything that you don't like in terms of travel, and any tips that you may have.
And if you guys want to sponsor us on a trip, let us know. You can hit us up at sisandgiggles@gmail.com.
I would love to one day do a Sis N Giggles hosted trip.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Let us know if y'all would be about that life.
I mean, I'm going to have to bet y'all out.
I was going to say, everybody can't go. But, that would be fun.
This is fun, you guys. We'll check you guys on the next episode. Remember that you can like, follow, and subscribe. Also, leave a comment if you love us so much. If you don't like us, don't come back. Or if you just feel like venting, you can always email us, sisandgiggles.com. Remember, we have a Facebook discussion group. You just have to answer a few questions to be let in. Other than that, do you have anything, Karen?
That's all.
All right, bye.
Toodles.